In step 5, we will see our hidden decision tree and understand what our model has learned during the training phase. We can run the code in this cell, and I will explain in greater detail how we should interpret the rules our tree has learned. And here's our tree. Let's take some time to understand and interpret it. The decision tree is composed of many nodes and leaves. You can distinguish between a node and a leaf by seeing if it contains a decision. A node contains a decision that must be made based on the criteria established. For example, in this node, the criteria is whether a particular county has a population less or equal to 6,295 people. On the other hand, a leaf doesn't have this. The node at the top of the tree is called a root node. This node tells us what criteria we should consider first, because it is the one that splits the data the best. In our example, our root node is the unemployment rate. Each county must follow the tree-like flowchart starting with the root node. If the county satisfies the criteria, then it will choose the left arrow path. And if it doesn't, it chooses the right arrow path. Each node follows this rule until it reaches an endpoint, where it no longer divides. These endpoints are called leaves. They represent the final outcome of the decision tree. Because we trained the data with 40 counties, we can see that the initial node contains 40 samples. Then, thanks to the root node, we have the biggest group being split first. Notice that 28 is the biggest sample size after the first split. Then the remaining 12 will go to another node. The splits continue until all 40 counties have reached a leaf node. Also notice that all the leaves and nodes contain a value number. This value represents the number of COVID cases per 100,000 that has been estimated so far. As we go down the decision tree, the estimation changes until it reaches a leaf, which will constitute our actual prediction. Finally, now that we know how our tree follows the rules, we are ready to make our predictions in the next step.